What's up? What's going on? Welcome to another video on my channel. This is Talking Sports with yours truly, Kendra McKnight here. And in this video, I will be going down my top 3 picks for the Royal Rumble. Who's going to win the WWE Royal Rumble match for the men's and the women's? I'm excited for both and have 3 options, in my opinion, that should win. You ready for my list? You sure? You positive? All right. As far as the men, here are my 3 options, okay? And hear me out clearly. Clearly, please. Thank you. All right. Number 1, Keith Lee. Now I know Keith Lee right now just recently lost a triple threat match to see who faced Drew McIntyre. But he didn't get pinned. Riddle got pinned. So that means Lee still has a little steam. He doesn't lose momentum, right? Have him win some more matches, building more momentum, more steam, going in the Rumble, win that thing, go to the main event of WrestleMania, because they don't do that no more, and possibly face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Because I mean, who else can you really push in that spot? You know, Randy had it for a long time in that main event spot against Drew. AJ's about to face him now at TLC, right? And so, like, who else can you really think of and put that spot in other than Keith Lee, right? But that's just option 1, right? Second option, on the SmackDown side of things, Big E. Yes, sir. Big E on his own now. He's away from Kof and Woods. He's on his own. Dude, I've been wanting this for a long time. He's more than just a goofy guy that throws pancakes and dances and do all these weird things. This guy is legit. Give him a solid storyline. Heel or baby, doesn't matter. Against a real opponent, a real solid opponent. A solid storyline, please. No silly stuff. And let him go. He's money. Absolutely money. And I'm excited to see what transpires, you know what I'm saying? With him on the SmackDown brand, away from the New Day. I'm just waiting for him to just turn. Because he's a baby right now. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys watched, what pay-per-view was that? Survivor Series. He was walking down the New Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they on different brands, it's still a unit. It's weird. So I can't wait for him to finally, turn, so he can be fully new Big E. And to do that, have him win the Rumble, maybe, you know, and go on and face the big dog, Roman Reigns, for the Universal Championship in the main event of WrestleMania, you know, and we'll see what happens. My third and final option for the men to win the Royal Rumble, The Fiend. I say Bray Wyatt because why not? It's The Fiend. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, he's literally the best thing going gimmick-wise right now in the WWE. Like, who can match that? And alongside Bliss, that's like crazy good right now, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, him winning, possibly going 30 spots, 29, 28, maybe something like that. And what would be crazy is, like, imagine this, like, Bray Wyatt goes into the Rumble, like just Bray Wyatt. He gets eliminated, and like a couple picks later, the Fiend comes out. Imagine that, and I'm calling it right now. That's a possibility of happening, right? So, yeah, the Fiend going on facing Drew for the title at WrestleMania in the main event. That would be crazy. That's money. You know what I'm saying? So like, these three options are very solid. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of them wins. And I also wouldn't be surprised if neither wins, because it's WWE at the end of the day. But those are my three picks to win the Royal Rumble on the men's side anyway. As far as the women, this list came very easy to me. 3 names just popped in my head, just like that, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, can we just have a moment of silence for the women's division? Because it's trash. The women's division is trash in the WWE because they're not pushing anybody. Who are they definitively pushing? Asuka, she's a champ, obviously. But who's a legitimate shot and challenger for her outside of Nia Jax or Shayna Baszler? But they're the tag champs right now. And you got 2 legitimate, in my opinion anyway, because some of you guys like to trash Nia. And I understand for sure, but I like Nia. You know what I'm saying? I like Nia. You know. Anyway, I like Nia. So, me personally, but you got 2 legitimate stars that can be serious contenders to Asuka, and you got them in the tag team, and everybody else are literally jobbers. You know what I'm saying? You got Lana in the picture. You got Natalya, Peyton Royce. You could really do something with Peyton Royce, but you just put him right back in the tag team. And some type of tag team with Lacey Evans. That's when you know they have nothing planned for you and they just put you in a random tag team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just trash. You make her break up with Billie Kay, a long-term tag team, just to put her in another tag team with another female that you have no idea what to do with. Just put her on TV. It's trash. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte is out. Becky Lynch is pregnant. So your 2 biggest stars are out. But at the same time, this is a chance to push other stars. You know what I'm saying? So when they come back, they can put them over. It's just trash. It's trash. You know? And then on SmackDown, who else do you have outside of Bayley and Sasha, who's been killing it lately? Can we have a round of applause for Miss Sasha Banks? The beautiful Sasha Banks, right? That's killing it right now as the new SmackDown Women's Champion, right? And so, like, who can defensively be a legitimate shot at Sasha for the Women's Championship? So that leads to my first pick on who wins the women's, my choices on who wins the Women's Royal Rumble. Number 1, the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair, the most athletic, well, one of the most athletic women in the WWE. I think that title, it still goes with Naomi, but the toughest, the meanest, this Bianca Belair has it. She has that it factor. She has charisma. She has everything. She can wrestle, great on the mic, and can just go. So why not push her to the moon and back? Let her win the Rumble. Move on to face Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. That's money. That's money, right? But you can go another route and have Bayley and Sasha go at it again for the 1 millionth time, because Bayley is my second choice on winning the Royal Rumble on the women's side. Why? Because WWE logic. Just push her because there's nobody else that we push anyway. So yeah, put Bayley in that spot and, have Sasha and Bayley go at it again. And over and over and over and over again. So yeah. But yeah, I love Bayley actually. I love this new Bayley. This new Bayley saved her career for sure. Like that happy, hugger thing. Bro. This new heel thing, I love it. Keep that thing going, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And this goes to my third option is a surprise. And this comes from NXT. Miss Brutality herself, Rhea Ripley, making her main roster debut at the Rumble, right? And actually win it. And she'll probably go to Raw, because the Raw is the trashiest. You know what I'm saying? Go to Raw, face Asuka, right? 2 former NXT women's champions go at it at WrestleMania. Because Rhea had her WrestleMania moment last year. But of course, she lost. Unfortunately. But yeah. This time she'll be 1-on-1. She'll beat Asuka for the title, because Asuka had it for a while. Because why? Because there's nobody that's been able to get her off, take that title off. Why? Because there's no legitimate stars in the women's division. Yeah, man. Those are my 6 picks on winning the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumbles, plural. And I'm excited to see. These are my early picks. It can change. But yeah, it's not even. When is the Rumble? Next month? January 2021? You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see what transpires. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And this has been another video on my channel, Talking Sports with yours truly. And like, share, subscribe, words. Well, I'll see you guys in another video. Yes, sir.